Hi, welcome to your interview today and thank you for coming. Today you will be interviewing for an early childhood professional here in our program. We'll get started with a few questions. What drew you to the early childhood profession? Originally, I was a young mom, and seeing that it's 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and giving me that opportunity to be able to spend evenings and weekends with my family, it was a no-brainer. I had to take it. But then when I seen how fun and enjoyable the children were, I said, this is it. This is my calling. The way you see them have fun, play, learn, and develop, their love for learning is just so fun to watch. And watching these children develop brings me satisfaction. That's a personal reward for me. We teach children anything from self-help skills to potty training to even preparing these children for their next stage of life, which would be school. And knowing that I assisted them in their readiness gives me a sense of joy that I cannot describe. This has now become a career that I will choose from here in and day out because I know that the children need me. I'm there for them. I'm there to teach them, to support them, to my best of my ability, to make them the most successful child they can be. What do you consider to be your chief responsibility as an early childhood professional? That's a good question. Using the most developmentally appropriate strategies that will help children learn and develop. I think using these strategies and the ethical standards, it will help children grow and to develop to their best of their ability and in the most successful rate. I am here to support the children, and I am here to make this my top responsibility. I know that I am embedding skills into the children to be the best member of society that they can be. This will turn them into our future adults. They will be raising the children that they will have. So when we teach them these skills, they will have these skills to teach their children. What is the role of collaboration in professional practice? Address collaboration with other professionals as well as families. This is a good one to me. I love collaborating with not only my staff that are in the classroom with me, but as well as the families. The families are also very important. You work as an early child professional to gain resources from other professionals. And this will not only help me be the best educator that I can be, but it will help me get to know all the children within my program. This will help us build our professional working relationships when you're collaborating with other professionals within your program as well. You are both ensuring, and all the professionals are ensuring that you are giving it the best that you can to all the children. This sets the tone of a successful profession. But collaborating with families, that one to me is the best. It's the most useful. It will help create those trusting relationships with the family and the teacher when you collaborate with them. The beginning of this is respect and communication. The families know the most about the child and can help us better understand the child's needs and interests when they're in our care if we have relationships with them. If they don't trust us, they're not going to open up and share anything with us. In the past, I've conducted monthly meetings with parents with a child with autism. This helped me better understand what the family was going through as well as what the child was going through. When I best understood the parents, they could open up to me and talk to me. They trusted me and they told me things that wouldn't come out normally. What they were doing at home, what was working at home, what wasn't working at home. Without these collaborative meetings, I would not be able to have the relationships with these set specific parents and the child as I did today. This child sees that I trust their parents and their parents trust me. So they come in and they trust me as well. What strategies do you routinely utilize to ensure that you are critically reflecting on your own growth as an early childhood professional? I like to ensure that I actively involve myself in the community. I am currently working at a child development center for the military. This community is huge. It helps me see the bigger picture of the early childhood setting. Not only do I look into my small military community, but I open up my variety of options and I reach out to those early childhood professionals throughout the larger community. So in different facilities, at different programs, in different states, even in different countries. Like, what are they doing? What can they do to help me? What can I do to help them? What resources can we look for? I know there's always something that I can improve on in my skills, and I'm always looking for more trainings to attend to improve these skills to make me the best early childhood care professional I could be. In November of this year, I'm planning on attending the NIAC conference. This will help me not only gain resources from this company, however, it'll help me link up with other professionals to help better myself as an early childhood professional and ensure that I am giving it my all to grow into a more knowledgeable early child care professional. Briefly describe an issue that might be the focus of current or future advocacy efforts and explain why advocacy is the hallmark of professionalism in the early child care field. Oh, to me, this is a very good question. I feel that something that needs to be a huge focus on advocacy is special needs and inclusion. This one sits pretty special to my heart as I do have a child with special needs at home. And when I began working in the childcare field here at Nellis Air Force Base, there was a child that did not get the proper inclusion strategies used for them. And the child was struggling to the point where she was going to be removed from care. She was an autistic child that was not receiving any therapy at the age of 2. She was nonverbal. She wouldn't make eye contact. She was struggling and she needed help. And when that child was in a room with 13 other children, she was overstimulated. She would have episodes that teachers were not prepared for. I would go to support them every day when I started. I pushed the parents for that therapy the child needed. I listened to the caregivers. I heard what they said. I gave them what they needed. When I first met the parents were in denial. They needed resources. They needed support. And we were there to support them and give those resources that they needed. When the child was first diagnosed, I feel as if they had the resources that I gave them, these parents and the professionals within the program would have been better prepared to include those children with special needs into their program. I got the staff the proper training. It was a training on how to have an inclusive environment for children with autistic in a group setting. These were great trainings that you could utilize through Kids Included Together. This was an important piece to success for the child, the family, and the professionals in the care. To see that now this child is striving at the age of 3.5 and just doing phenomenal things with not 13 other children, but 23 other children, I feel as if that is what we need to do to advocate for these children. The proper training and guidance for these professionals and these parents will help the bigger picture in the program and ensure that the children are successful. And not only those ones with special needs, but those ones that are not, they're a regular developing child. They will understand empathy and the differences in others. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it. Um, your questions were all very, very good questions that really brought the love of need of an early child professional. So, again, I thank you for having me today. And I hope that you have a great day.